Good morning, scholars, and happy Wednesday! I hope you've been having an amazing week so far. I know that we're only halfway through the week, but I've been seeing how hard you have been working, and that's making me so proud of you and all of the hard work that you've been putting in to your e-learning. Continue working super hard for the rest of the week so we can finish nice and strong. Today we're going to continue working on our author of the week, and we're going to talk about a wide variety of books that she writes, because she doesn't only write the same kind of book, she has a wide variety, and we're going to learn about that today before we read our new book. Come along, because we're going to enjoy our time together today. Remind me, scholars, who is the author that we're talking about this week? Her name is, yes, Lois Ehlert. Awesome job remembering her name for the third day in a row. Keep it up because we're going to continue with her for the rest of the week. As I mentioned earlier, Lois Ehlert doesn't write the same kind of book for all of her books. She does a variety, and we're going to talk about those right now. Here are some books that we have either seen or that are really popular by Lois Ehlert. The Chicka Chicka Boom Boom was illustrated by her, and it is a fiction story. Because in Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, the alphabet is getting hurt. Can an alphabet get hurt? No, it can't. That's not true, so it's a fictional story. And this is one that, remember, she illustrated. She did not write it. She only illustrated Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Awesome. That is one that almost everyone has seen if they took kindergarten. That's one that you definitely have seen before. So that's fiction. Another thing that she writes is nonfiction. Nonfiction is something that is true. Or sometimes I view it as something that's giving you lots of information about something. So maybe you don't know a lot of information on cats. And then there's a whole entire book dedicated to information about cats. So Lois Ehlert makes books that also gives you information about something. And at the end of the book, she has a glossary. She has glossary. A glossary tells you information more than what they could have done in the book. So they might mention a word or an animal in a book, but then at the end, when you go to the glossary, you see a whole lot of information about that one animal that was mentioned in the story. So at the end of a lot of Lois's books, she adds a glossary of more information if you want to know more about the animals or the foods that she's using in her books. Out of these three book scholars, which one do you think might be nonfiction? It's the Eating the Alphabet, Fruits and Vegetables from A to Z, because she's listing all of these fruits and vegetables. She's giving you information about fruits and vegetables. Nothing's actually happening in the story. There's no characters. There's no feeling. It's just information to inform the reader about something. And at the end, there is a glossary that gives even more information about the fruits and vegetables. So she does a lot of books that are like that. The last one that she does is she writes fables. Say fables. A fable is a story about characters, and first there's character feelings in them. And usually a fable you learn a lesson. So a lot of her stories have characters that learn a lesson about themselves or about something that they need to know in life. They might learn a new moral. Maybe the moral might be sharing. Or maybe the moral might be waiting your turn. Or the moral might be being patient and waiting. Out of these three books, which one do you think is the fable? Yes, it's Mole's Hill. And all of my first grade scholars read this book at the beginning of the year, Mole's Hill. I bet you didn't even remember that Lois Ehlert wrote that book. But she did. And we'll talk more about this book later this week as well. I loved it. In today's story, our character is going to be very eager about something. Say eager. Yes, Eager. What does it mean to be eager? I tried to give you the example of me going eager because it's when you really, really, really want to do something. You really, really, really want to do something. In my sentence, I have Reagan was eager to take the cookies out of the oven. She really, really, really wanted to have some cookies, but she had to wait to get the cookies. She didn't want to wait though. She was super, super eager because she really, really, really wanted those warm cookies out of the oven, which I don't blame her. I would too. So in our story today, one of our characters is going to be very eager about something. It's your job to figure out what are they eager about. Our story that we're going to read today is Feathers for Lunch. That cat looks just like my cat, Bucky. That looks just like my cat. Oh, but if Bucky was trying to eat feathers for lunch, I would not let him do that. Trying to be a sneaky, sneaky kitty, that's what he's trying to be. Too silly. In today's story, scholars, I want you to make a prediction. I want you to predict, do you think the cat is going to catch the bird? Make a prediction now before we even read the story. Do you think the cat is going to catch a bird? Yes? No? I don't know. Make your prediction. Because I would love to see if you get your prediction right at the end when you click that link. I also want you to think about why might the cat be so eager in the story? What makes him eager? I hope you enjoy this story because this reminds me of my cat so much. Enjoy Feathers for Lunch, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Feathers for Lunch by Lois Ehlert. Uh-oh, doors left open, just a crack. My cat is out and he won't come back. He's looking for lunch, something new. Jingle, jingle. A spicy treat for today's menu. J, 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 jingle, jingle. His food in a can is tame and mild. Jingle, jingle. Northern Cardinal. What cheer, cheer, cheer. So he's gone out for something wild. Jingle, jingle. He's snooping and sneaking. Those birds sure look good. Tap, 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 tap. If he could catch one, he'd eat it, he would. Okayly, okayly, jingle, jingle. But when his bell jingles, birds call a loud warning. Whistle, whistle, chick, 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 chick. Jingle, jingle. Big cat got out early this morning. Woo, 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 woo. But cats can't fly and they can't soar. Jingle, jingle. And birds know what their wings are for. Jingle, 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 jingle. Scholars, why is our cat eager? And what is it eager for? So he keeps prowling, hoping to munch. Chirp, chirp, shwee, shwee. But all he catches are feathers for lunch. Welcome back, scholars. Oh, that silly, silly cat. Oh boy, if that was my pet cat, we'd be having some problems. That poor cat, all he wanted to do was to get what? Yes, he really, really, really wanted to catch a bird. When he really, really, really wants to catch a bird, what feeling word is that? The feeling word is eager. Yes, the word is eager. He was eager to catch that bird. He really, really, really wanted to catch it and eat it. He wanted to eat a bird because he was tired of eating the same old food every day. So he wanted to have something new and delicious. And his vision was, I want a bird today. Scholars, remember, before we read, I gave you a challenge. I wanted you to predict. Did you think the cat was going to get the bird? Did you think the cat was going to eat the bird? I made you think yes, no, maybe. I wanted you to predict before we read it what you thought was going to happen in the story. Did you get your predictions correct or incorrect? Did you predict that yes, the cat was going to catch the bird? Or did you predict no, he wasn't going to catch the bird? What was your prediction? Love it. Remember, scholars, predictions don't always have to be correct. It's what you think is going to happen in the story. I love that some of you thought yes, he was going to catch the bird, and then some of you thought no, he's not going to catch the bird at all. Because remember, people's predictions can always be different from each other's, and that's awesome. That's also why at the end you're going to click that link and let me know what your prediction was and if you were correct or not. So scholars, what actually happened with the cat? Did he really catch that bird? No, he didn't. That's why the story was called Feathers for Lunch, because all he got were the feathers of the bird. He never actually got the real whole entire bird. He only got the feathers from the bird because he was so close. But then what happened? Yes, his owner picked him up and was like, not today, buddy. You're not going to eat a bird on my watch. So at the very end, he didn't actually get the bird. He only got the feathers of the bird. Oh, that cat was so close, but not quite. I hope you enjoyed that silly story today, Feathers for Lunch. I want you to please, please, please click the link below so I can see if your predictions were correct or not. Keep up all of your very hard work, scholars. I'm proud of you every single day for how hard you're working. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you here tomorrow with me. Goodbye, everybody.